Hi guys, and welcome back to our DCUO Let's Play for the PlayStation. I am RedHot Misty, and with me is...
Ninja Andrew? Oh my god, no I'm not. I'm angry Andrew. Jesus, I keep screwing it up, but I'm angry. There you go. But
yes.
Yeah.
And Angry Andrew is extra angry because it's Valentine's Day.
Oh my god.
And there's no event.
Misty is so right, oh my god.
And he has to wear that suit. And he just broke my rug. And now he's vomiting in my apartment. Now I'm angry. Alright guys, so as you noticed...
There's no Valentine's event.
As you noticed this year, there is no Valentine's event. But it's kind of been that way for the past 3 years. So what they're giving you now is kind of this little, I guess, Valentine's freebie package. They tell you to log in to do your Valentine's missions, but please, if you consider it a mission, just opening up a couple of boxes, then yeah, okay.
And turning in a mission in your journal.
And so basically, what you're going to find is you go to your journal, there'll be a mission for Valentine's Day. I'm sure most of you have probably already come across.
Turned it in already, yeah.
There's a box of candy, and you can see here it gives you 3 little emotes. Think Halloween candy. You know, when you do, like I think it was the treats that cause you to emote. You've got Bite Me, Chill Out, and You Wish, and Be Mine, Sassy, and Sweet. Then you have the consumable chocolates. There's a chocolate heart truffle, which is going to increase your health, and a raspberry bonbon, and a black cherry bonbon.
And I think there's a feat for maybe eating all those, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, well, you get the feats automatically, but we're going to talk about that in just a second. The raspberry, you get the healing, and the black cherry, you get damage. So it's just like every other snack event consumable, you know, that you get. These are just Valentine themed. So let's take a look at the feats really quick. Where are they? Under deeds. Okay, and you'll see I have them all complete, and the little complete date is the date that I opened the box, which was the 9th of February this year. So when you open that box, you're going to get a bunch of feats that just pop up for you, just boom, 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 which is nice, but I'd rather actually be earning the stuff. Ninja Andrew is consuming things, but we can't see him right now because we have our screen up showing the feats. So there's what Ninja Andrew was talking about. Eat any 10 holiday candies, which we showed you the holiday candies. Consume all of the Valentine's Day hearts. That's what Ninja Andrew's doing there. Eat all 3 varieties of holiday candy. So you don't really have to worry too much about getting these feats because they're handed to you. And
the free giveaway. In
addition to giving you all the feats and the candies, you get these stylish outfits that Ninja Andrew and I are wearing. Because clearly, anybody in their right mind would want to wear this get-up that Ninja Andrew's got on.
Who doesn't want giant shoes?
Look at those things.
Giant boots.
That's some heart-stomping boots.
I'll probably wear it for St. Patrick's Day to try and look like a leprechaun, though, at least. So it's something.
I thought they had leprechaun boots with the... They do.
They do, but you know me.
Yes.
I have to be different.
Well, it's kind of like these giant elf boots that I'm wearing. Now, there are parts of this Valentine's outfit that I like for the female character, but...
That's true.
I've got my epic party hat. Check it out. But I like Ninja Andrew's hat. Look at that.
It's one of those outfits that, like, there are certainly some unique pieces that, unless you've been through the Valentine's event, you won't have access to, so... Exactly. There are always those people that I'll ask you, oh, where did you get those baggy pants? Because I used to wear these baggy pants on Ninja Andrew at the very beginning and make them very dark by making all 3 colors black. And then it's solid. You can't tell that they're striped that way, but they're like one of the few sets that look nicely baggy-wise instead of being all tight and everything. And it's like, people still want to know, like, where did you get those? Or where do you get those tights with the swirls on them like Misty's wearing, or her skirt or the hat or whatever.
Exactly.
So just some unique stuff out there, you know.
So, it's cool to get new styles. It would be cooler if we had the Valentine's event back, but that's not in the cards for us yet. For whatever reason, DCUO. Shame on you for denying us.
That's right.
Denying us the lovely Valentine's event. But we do get base items, and they added new base items this year. Last year we just had the bed, which you can see here, and the hot tub, which I'll show you in a minute. And this year they've added the heart-shaped rug, and then they've added these curtains, which you can see up close. They have little hearts on them, which is really neat. And
so, of course, that means that Misty has to have an entire base full of heart-covered Valentine's stuff.
What are you trying to say? Do you not like my love pad?
It's a love shack. It's a little...
Okay, so I'm going to show you the hot tub, which is upstairs in the boudoir. And there's no water in it.
Dang it.
I need some water and some bubbles, DCUO.
Health and safety regulations won't allow it.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, I know, right?
Alright, so, actually, outside of the curtains being here, I was going to say you could see everything. The rug, the bed, the tub, and then the curtains. So it's a nice little
set of 4 things, at least, and you get all of them by doing the vault.
The vault.
So if you're looking for some items, guys, like, either just to get them, or there are people out there who will buy these, so if you have, like, what Misty and I do, we have a bunch of characters, we just go and do vault runs on them and try and get items, and you can see we managed to pick up a few at the very least.
Oh yeah, so if we took a tour, you could see all the beds.
That's right.
There's a lot.
Misty likes a lot of beds. Not saying anything else.
You are just awful. 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 You don't even know what you're talking about, Ninja Andrew.
That's right.
Alright.
I don't.
So, I guess that sums it up. Unless you want to talk about the event that is no more.
Well, it's something that Misty and I come back to every once in a while, especially because the Valentine's event on DCUO holds a little bit of a special place in our hearts because it's sort of where Misty and I got to know each other and playing together every day during the Valentine's event and just hanging out and having a good time there. And basically, the original Valentine's event consisted of you'd go to the Watchtower, you'd pick up a mission from Booster Gold, which is always fun, because, any mission from Booster Gold is, a pure awesome festival. And then you would go out to Metropolis by the Union Station and access on a fountain. And then there were 3 missions that you would get to do outside. One was jumping on jump pads. The second was sort of either guarding cherubs that were getting bigger, or crystals, or something like that.
It was cherubs, and you'd have to guard them to keep them from changing. I just remember you had to shoot a bunch of stuff that was coming at them.
There would be 3 more little evil cherubs that would spawn and try to shoot them, and then, and then and that was always fun.
While you were
doing it, right? Exactly. So you would look like a little Aphrodite cherub with your little Cupid's bow. And Cupid's bow was actually one of the prizes that you could win. I think they still might even give it out, but I'm not 100% sure.
It comes in the box.
There you go. And so you'd be shooting with your bow, and you'd have the bow combos, and it was pink. And then you'd have the final area where you'd go and shoot civilians to convince them that they had fallen in love or whatever, and they would follow you back to the capture point or whatever. So not the most difficult missions in the world, but, something fun to go and do every day. It's sort of like if you're comparing it to the other seasonal events, it's your outdoor stuff that you were doing, and it's probably a little bit more even developed than any of the other stuff they've done since then. There was also a race that you would do that had a prize, and there was also an event, and I'll talk about the event in a second, but just based on the outside stuff alone, it's basically what happened is after year 1, People complained about the event. They said they didn't like doing it every day, although I don't know who those people were or if they had difficulty doing it, because Misty and I had no problem doing it, finding the collections, doing all that stuff. It was fun, and we enjoyed ourselves doing it.
The most difficult part was the
event itself.
But in the beginning, the jump pad was kind of tricky when you're having to jump up on the heart.
For people to get past.
And you know, when you said that about the collections, they don't give us those, do they?
I don't think so anymore.
Huh.
Maybe they spawn out in the world, and maybe we have to go out and look for some collections right now too. Go and look for some collections, guys. It's just my tip. If those love collections are out there, there's 4 of them. Each of them has 4 parts to them.
It's wedding vows. Actually, you could talk about the interior event, and I am going to I'm going to look in my collections while you're talking and just see. Yeah.
So then, once you completed those 3 outdoor missions in the race every day, you'd get tokens to buy stuff in the machine. And then there was also an event, and the event you'd queue up for, like the other holiday events, and it also had there were 2 trinkets that you could win from it, one of which we've only ever seen in combat anywhere else in the game, which turned you into a cherub, which was pretty cool because it seemed pretty overpowered, because the person that I saw who actually popped it, we were, facing off against him outside a police station. There were about 10 of us beating up on him, and he was holding out, but then we were just about to kill him, and he threw the cherub trinket, and he started wiping the floor with all of us, and it was like, you see that, and you're like, oh man, that's a trinket I want to get. But, so then the event that you had to get it in was, what was it, avarice, or what?
No, it was scorn and devotion.
Scorn and devotion. So you'd have 2 big female figures, I can't remember if they were like women or statues or what, had beams that they were shooting out of their hands, kind of like the Circe Aquaman mission with what's his name, Martian Manhunter, when Circe and Martian Manhunter are shooting their beams at each other, except in the middle there was a heart, and the heart was sort of like a big meter, and you had to destroy other hearts around the area, and it would build up the meter one way or the other, and the more you built it up in a particular direction, the more likely you were to get a drop for a specific trinket. So people were trying to get that. Like Misty and I must have played that first event.
Oh, wow. Every day, because there were no replay tokens then, so you could only do it
every day
once.
That we could do it, we did it, and trying to get that token, and, neither of us had any luck, of course. Right? So, Misty and I have some, like, really good memories of that specific event, and people were complaining, I came to play a game with heroes, I didn't want to be turned into a cherub, and blah, 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 and all that. And it's like, maybe you don't like it, maybe you don't want to do it or whatever, but it's like, then don't. It's just there for people who want to do it, and I think that it had some pretty cool stuff, and I think it's just, they said that they were taking it off the second year so they could improve it.
We've never seen it since.
We've never seen it since, and their improvement has been to just give us this box for the last 2 years that, sort of gives you everything for free.
I think...
And there's a whole section of the game that's just sitting out there that we could be playing that's not there every year, and it's kind of like, why not just bring it back? We could have some fun, you know what I mean, and enjoy ourselves and get some stuff, and people would be like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like, I've never seen this before, because I'm sure most of the people that are playing now weren't even there for the first one.
I think people would be more open to it now.
Yeah. So this is just sort of like our impression and, opinion of what the current event, if you could call it that, is, versus, like, there's content out there, guys, that, if DCUO decided to bring back, you could have some fun, maybe we could actually get those trinkets back in the game, and, I don't know, just throwing some stuff out there, but, it holds a special place in the DorkNinjaGaming heart, and, this is just our plea to bring it back, I guess.
I looked in the event collections, and the reason that I have some of these complete is because Ninja Andrew and I do a lot of collecting over
We hoard stuff
over the course
on
of these many years, and
characters.
one day we're going to do DCUO hoarders to give you guys a scary look into our vast collection of things. But you can see here.
Does anybody need some simple materials?
There's or blue bits. The
You know?
spiritual wedding vow. You can see there are 4 collections, and there are 4 items in each collection.
That's right.
So I have the renewal and the classic wedding vows complete, and you can see that it gives you emblems, and it looks like a head style. So I don't know if that's something they go ahead and give you without you actually completing the collections, because I know they give you an emblem, but it may be the one from the race.
That's right.
Because that's what Ninja Andrew and I talked about, that there was a race inside this little Valentine's and
alternate
universe, and you got an emblem.
Bring it back. Oh my god.
You got an emblem, and you guys will get that emblem as well because it comes in the box. And then the emotional wedding vow collection, it looks like you get a foot style from that. And spiritual wedding vow, when you complete that, it looks like you get another emblem there. So, and I'm sure that you can find that online to show you exactly what you get, because I can't remember.
It's been so long.
But yeah, check, do some collecting in Metropolis and see if they're dropping the collections. I can't remember if they did that last year.
Me neither.
But they didn't.
We'll have to go out and check.
And they didn't say anything in the release for the Valentine's event about collections, so we'll have to check that. And I'm going to take some tasty snacks since Angry Andrew is showing off. Well, I can show you too.
We hope you guys had a good Valentine's Day, and we hope that next year's will be even more epic, DC.
Come on, DC, please. We know it's there. We've played it. It's not some sort of urban legend. We were there.
Bring it back. And, we'll be bringing some more stuff to DorkNinjaGaming very soon. And,
And I imagine very soon it's going to be the St. Patrick's Day event. So it'll be time for Mixel-Spittlix.
And some awesome trinkets coming up, guys.
Yes.
And some PvP positive trinkets, PvP usable. They'll be coming St. Patrick's Day, so be prepared.
We're very
and wait, isn't there like a spring event too?
There's a spring event, but that'll be after the St. Patrick's Day event.
Okay. There's more trinkets there too, guys, so
yes,
stay posted.
Scary stuff. Not really.
So please like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that fun stuff. And
have a happy Valentine's Day.
That's right. Do naughty things with your loved ones. I mean...
What?
Something. Buy them chocolates.
That is naughty. You don't want everybody to get fat, are you? That's terrible. Alright, guys. Have a good Valentine's evening. And join us next time for more either dorky or evil or angry adventures with DorkNinjaGaming. Bye.
Happy Valentine's Day.